Do you ever feel like you're spending way too much time on Instagram creating content and it's still not turning into real results, predictable growth, and revenue? So in this video, let me give you my exact 10-minute a day Instagram growth system that I use with clients to get results fast, results to actually trigger the algorithm in a predictable manner. And I've actually had a few people run through this exact same system for the past 30 days. And as you can see, the results honestly are pretty insane. Now, the reason most people try stuff like this and still get nothing, it's actually not the strategies, but it's because there's a leak somewhere in their profile that kills everything before it even starts. Because if you're just continuing to do the same wrong things, the algorithm will just have bad data and wrong data about you, and you're just not going to break out. And the biggest source of that bad data is hiding in your profile because it's leaking the wrong signals before you even post anything at all. So let's fix that first. For example, let's just say out of all your views, and this is just low numbers, but so you understand what I mean here, you get 3,000 people to view your profile every single month, and your profile converts at 3%, right? Just 3% of those people actually hit the follow button. You'd actually get 90 followers, if my math is correct. I wasn't good at math. Yeah, 90 followers. Great or not? Probably not. Now, if you fix this leak and get this whole number to actually 15%, which, by the way, still not optimal. We've have people in my programs that have 30, 35% right there. But suddenly, with the same amount of views that you get, with the same amount of people that you get, you suddenly get 450 new followers, again, from the same 3,000 profile views, which are not high, by the way. Check them out right now, how much you have. Probably have more. Right? So you can see how important this is. But point being, these 3,000 people, these 450 followers, if these people turn into 3 versus 30 leads, for example, like right here, it's actually the difference between making a crap ton of money or no money at all. And that's what you want you to get. So the first thing you need to fix right here is obviously your bio in a way that people are not going to be like, just another one of those boring copycat creators. The problem is, though, because of AI and because everything is the same nowadays, people have developed sort of a sixth sense to formulaic elements that are lacking a human touch. And if they're all the same and written by AI, things are just not going to convert anymore. And by human elements, I mean basically anything that's imperfect. So anything that has something to do with you, right? That makes you different. So could be something odd or unique about you or something, any type of imperfection, and anything that just doesn't scream AI. Back in the days when I wanted to become an Instagram influencer, almost 10 years ago, yeah. But basically, when I was like, okay, I want to get people to follow me, I was like, well, what can I put in there to make people kind of react, to make people remember me? And I put in there, I'm blocked by the Chancellor of Austria, right? Which was true at that time because we've had a beef, let's just put it that way. But people saw that and they're like, okay, that's unique. That's something odd. Let me ask you in the comments or in the DMs what's up, right? Without going too deep into that, how should that look like right now to make your profile instantly convert more and make any of the strategies that we're going to talk about 10 times better, honestly? Just think of the following. Why should a stranger watch more of my content? Just think of this, write this out, take 5 minutes, let's say, and then put it in your bio through some shape or form. Okay, it can't be anything, literally. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just need to have like 1, 2, 3 lines. Fuck that, honestly. That being said, I know you're like, you don't have a lot of time, otherwise you wouldn't be here. I created a tool for you, which is the Profile and Bio Analyzer, and it's a free tool. Okay, before you're like, Dominik, I'm not gonna pay for your stuff. It's actually the light version of what my clients have as a full version, obviously, if there's a light version. But yeah, basically you screenshot your bio, put in your bio, and then you can add basically this thing to it. Here's what makes me different. Here's why a stranger should care. And then you just put this in there, and it's gonna really help you come up with funnily enough, a not AI sounding bio, right? And that takes you 5 minutes, and it's gonna honestly make your profile convert so much better, so much easier. Beautiful. So now that we've got that going, let's continue to actually phase 2 of this whole thing. Basically, spending 10 minutes a day, every day, and using one of these things that we're going to talk about, right? So every day you're going to come back to the platform and implement one of these things. Once you're done with them, go back and rinse, repeat. I can tell you, like I said, the system is insane. So phase 2 is what I call the repost system, and self-explanatory, but it literally is going to take you 1 minute every day. That's it. And you're going to be like, what's going on? So what you want to do is you want to use trial reels to your advantage and in a way that people actually think is not going to work. Actually, it works. So as you can see right now, I use all of these things right now on my personal profile. I don't post a lot on my main grid because I use the system without creating new content. So what I want you to do is, first of all, identify your top performing reels from the last month, right? Past 30 days. And then as simple as that, you're just going to take it and post it as is to trial reels. Don't even change a thing. And before you're like, well, Dominic, people say the algorithm is going to downrank me. This is actually not true. I was thinking the same. I basically told my clients, well, try it out and let's see what happens. And sure enough, nothing happened. So the old advice of, well, you can't repost things to trial reels is flat out wrong, at least right now. The algorithm will not downrank you. If you post, that's important, if you post something you already posted on your main feed to trial reels, okay? That's the only way it works. And only once, by the way, too. So you can't post it multiple times on trial reels if you already had something on your reel. But yeah. That's the first thing. Now, you're going to want to repeat this every single month. Again, it takes 1 minute, literally, maybe 2 minutes if you're slow, which is fine. I'm slow. And that's what usually people get confused. And this is where this whole thing, well, you can't repost trial reels comes from because you're going to get downranked. If you repost the same trial reel twice, then things are going to happen. Even then, honestly, between you and me, not always. But a lot of the times it will. And you're not going to get reached and the algorithm will downrank you. But that's about it. Great. Now that you got that going, honestly, with just that, you're going to 5x or reach your views in the next 30 days if you do this. But the second part of the same strategies, basically, go back again, identify your top performing reels and carousels from the last 2-3 months plus, honestly. Let's just put a plus right there. Plus, honestly. And also repost them as they are without changing anything to your main feed, not just your trial reels. And what's going to happen then is you're going to, let's say you have 5 posts a week. 3 you actually create. 1 will be a trial reel repost, and 1 or 2 will be literally a repost from 90 days ago or more, or say 70 days ago or more. And just that alone, first of all, the algorithm will not downrank you. I'll give it to you in writing. See, that's what it means in my language, because I'm from the jungle. But I grew up with wolves. And obviously, as we know, wolves have a handwriting as well. But point being, this slashes your time spent on the platform so much. And the algorithm will actually love that, to be honest. More often than not, if I have people do that in my programs, they're going to get sometimes up to 30 times the amount of views they got when they posted it 3rd time around or 4th time around, sometimes 7th time around, which is crazy if you think about it. So yeah, no work. You might think I'm a fool for telling you this, but believe me, it's actually as simple as that. Now, once you've got that going, let's continue to phase 3, basically, as you can see, looking like the Epstein files. But it's what I call the repurpose system. And it actually has a lot to do with phase 2. So again, this is going to take 10 minutes max every day. Let's say you do that every Monday. And this you do every Tuesday. And what you want to do is, what a surprise, you're going to want to go back, identify again your top performing reels, carousels from last month, or depending on how long you've been going at it. Could be from the last up to 6 months, honestly, because that's usually the sweet spot. And then just think about elements, how to make them better. And if you're like, well, I don't know how to make them better, you better watch my videos here, because I tell him how to exactly make better. The easiest one actually being changing the hook and upgrading the hook. Sometimes you can literally just use the same video and just film the hook again and redo the hook again. It shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes, to be honest. Another thing you could do is actually not just change the hook, because chances are you'd be like, well, okay, it was a good video, but I could have done it way better. You can redo the whole video. Just literally take the exact same idea, think, okay, the hook sucked, obviously, and the script sucked, and I can just change a framework or whatever it is, and ta-da, you don't have to do the whole research, iteration, ideation process anymore. You just redo it with your new knowledge, basically, with whatever works right now. Or if things changed, or if you're like, okay, there's something more that I want to say about this, or more that I want to show about this, you just create an updated version. That's essentially all that I do 24/7 for 10 years. And what you want to do is, surprise, surprise, obviously, you want to post them to your main feed. And yeah, A few weeks later, same thing again, going back to the other point, post them to your trial reels as well a few weeks later without changing a thing. Okay, even if they were underperforming, because yeah, the algorithm works in magical ways. And yeah, again, we've had a bunch of clients honestly, just right now, right before this video, I saw a client who posted a trial reel exactly like this, and it blew up out of nowhere. Which brings me to the next point, and this is where it starts to get real fun, my friends. Phase 4, I call it the escalator system, because now we're going to escalate this whole thing using DM automation and ManyChat, among other things, to essentially escalate this whole thing and make you, where is it? Basically be here, right? Escalate and, dominate, I would say. Man, what am I saying today? But yeah, you want to go and strategically attach ManyChat and DM automations to trigger the algorithm even more. Because especially if you just don't get the reach that you think you should get and you feel like the algorithm hasn't figured you out yet, doing that, phase 4, is going to change the game. I can guarantee you that. Because the more of the right people actually comment to your videos, your reels or carousels, the better, obviously. And the algorithm is going to figure out, okay, I know who it is right now because these exact people comment all the time. And the first one is actually a super powerful hack. I don't think anybody's ever talked about this before. Maybe I have here in my videos, but my clients have been using this for the past, honestly, a year or something like this. And it's been working like crazy. And it's what I call trial reel ads. And essentially it's a trial reel disguised as an ad. An ad disguised as a trial reel. Let's put it that way. And what you do, actually, let me show you one thing. Here's an example of a trial reel ad that I did recently. If you're a content creator who wants to be told exactly how to blow up, not just your view metrics, but also how to make money with not that many views, without stupid theory and just tactical, real world strategies you can implement instantly to get results fast, take a look at my videos, make sure to follow. And as you see, basically how it works is you call out your target audience, their issues, their needs, their wants, and you say, well, I actually happen to be the answer to that. So check out my profile, follow me or whatever. So think of this, create a simple video. If you're a whatever it is that you are, and you're looking for this without all the crappy advice or guru crap, whatever, check out my content. That's it. Just post it there. It's going to do wonders. And again, this literally takes you 10 minutes to create. Simple as that. And obviously, as you go along, create more versions of this, different versions that basically say more or less the same thing. Just, play around with it. The second part that's going to take this whole thing even up a notch is attaching DM automations to your trial reels. ManyChat, for example, you don't have to use ManyChat. There's other DM automation softwares out there. And basically, you just go back and see, okay, did I already have ManyChat automations attached to something where you give away some freebie? If not, identify the best performing ones and recreate them with the spin of giving away something if people comment, right? Giving away something that you set up. For example, here, this video, talked about this before, people get an SEO blueprint, right? Just something like that. And you actually want to post this to trial reels. And that is going to be like, again, a true game changer, because the algorithm with trial reels is going to show you, it's going to try to find people that don't follow you, obviously. And if those people that don't follow you then comment, right? And then you open a DM flow in the back end, the algorithm is going to be like super boosted, basically. And it's going to be like, okay, and now I know exactly who those people are that this creator that you actually want. And that's going to propel things, especially if you do it with all the other things that we talked about so far. And if you want to take it up even further right here, and this is what I would call DM automation to trial reels on steroids. And don't tell anyone you got it from me. They're going to hate me for spilling it. There's something on ManyChat specifically that you can include that lets people get a specific message if they don't follow you. So I'm going to show you something in a second. Basically, what you want to do is you're going to do the same thing right there, create a reel with a ManyChat automation attached to it, and then say, well, if they don't follow you, they're going to get a different message. So for example, right here, somebody comments on my post saying, okay, hook, whatever it is. And then you put in a condition. That's what it's called. If this person follows my account is true, then they get the regular message right here. If they don't follow me, I sent them this, something cheeky, honestly, where I'm like, well, you're asking me for something and you're not following me. Bold choice, my friend. Do yourself a favor and fix that before I hand over the copy and paste viral hooks. I share new strategies here every week. That's about it. And people are going to see that, and obviously they're going to feel bad. They're going to follow you if they really want this thing. So you better make this thing that you give away pretty good. And yeah, you're going to see just the ratio of people following you actually increase quite a bit with the same amount of views. Again, takes a minute to set up, to be honest. Now, there's another really powerful hack that's been crushing it lately. And essentially, it's going all the way back to phases 1 and 2, or actually 2 and 3, because I can't count, seems like. And basically, you want to take whatever I said there and create carousels with it. Basically, repurpose a reel to a carousel. Some of my clients get insane results just doing that, literally the same thing, but you have to be careful how you structure these carousels. So watch this video next and I'll show you the exact system to structure a carousel so it goes viral and goes out to people that don't know you. Basically just creating viral carousels. See you later.